To whom it may concern. To whom it may concern. Shout out to y'all commenting where you're from. Please feel free to let them know where you at. Where you at? We got East Coast, we got West Coast, got Georgia, we got London, we got Guam, we got people from all over the world. Oh snap. Oh yes. Michigan, Minneapolis, San Diego, Florida, New York, Colorado, Iowa, my living room, Sedona, Oregon, Kentucky bitches, Northern Carolina, China, Illinois, someone's from God, Texas, Singapore, DMV, AZLA, Tennessee, Texas, London, Sydney, San Diego, Tennessee, Montreal, Wyoming, Missouri, Tucson, Jamaica, Australia, North Carolina, Vegas, Dallas, Pennsylvania, St. Louis, hold on, Belarus, Sedona, Germany. So we literally have, we are mobbing. This is a very, even Toxic Holly was in the building, PA, Jamaica, Boston. So this is a pretty valuable live session right now that we're all putting in on. If you think that someone's from GameStop, Lancaster, Montana, if you think that this is a sun in Aquarius with the moon in Leo, this is social collective. So Aquarius represents like world unity and community. And we're literally actualizing that right now. So your presence here is not only a ritual that's manifesting second house Pisces, but this is definitely going to incorporate the charge that is occurring. This is actually very amazing. We are in deep. Chills on chills. So I just kind of want to break that down once again. We literally have the United Motherfucking Nations right here. we are mobbing deep. So not only do we have vibration in numbers, and I'm willing to bet that we have at least one of every zodiac sign and at least one of every moon sign. We are literally a galactic body. And that not only, Kobe, we're doing the chair again. That not only enables us to collectively harness every vibration. Harness every vibration, but since we're also representative of everywhere across the world, it's literally happening. So this is amazing. This isn't a new moon, so we're not going to set any intention. Actually, you're manifesting it right now. The fact that you're here means that you're doing the ceremony. So all I'm really going to do is just conceptualize with you the next 2 weeks, because there's a new narrative dawning, okay? And if you know anything about this spiritual war, you know, first and foremost, it's an info war and it's a frame war. And so it's so very important to understand who you are, because that'll help you know how to maneuver through these warring narratives, these deceptive narratives that seek to, end the battle before it starts just by setting false frames. And being that full moons are harvests for the next week, you're going to be harvesting all the work you did the past 2 weeks. Congratulations. This is it. This in a nutshell. Now that you know what your superpowers are, now that you know the self-realized being, you're getting ready to charge up your vessel so that now you can manifest your supernatural abilities. Especially now that you know, more than ever, what they are, what they is. Okay, coming into Pisces season. So this is very electric because you're seeing signs every second. This is actually happening. And just to conceptualize this, what we're going to do is start the charge. You know how we're going to start the charge? Leo, if we have any sun in Leos and moon in Leos, y'all are going to be very crucial, all the fire signs. All we're going to do is just right now, we're a collective unconscious or a collective conscious. But right now, we're a collective energy. And the more people are joining this live, the more people are going to add to this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to charge the energy. Taurus rising, sun in Gemini. My words as a focal point is charging and grounding the energy with Uranus. And I'm just going to be talking about the transit. As I'm talking about the transit, holy shit, I feel it so strong already. Colby Barrett is a Cap Moon, Pisces Sun. So he's literally feeling all the collective energy. For him to feel it strong means that this is going to be very, very, very electric. And everything that you intend, we don't have to set intentions, but everything that you're feeling right now is manifesting. Like this is a very Scorpio moon. My bad. He's Scorpio moon. Good to know. Good to know. The Scorpio moon helps him actually feel it deeper, but like very, very interesting because once again, what we're going to do is collectively unite our mind. Because right now there are people who are in this live video and you're all looking at me as a focal point and you're listening to my words, which is emitting a frequency. And this frequency is being filtered through Mars and Uranus and Taurus. And that is literally innovating your vibration. And we're having this infinite feedback loop. I was 344, 144, I was guessing this, but like, and it's going back and forth, it's going back and forth at a very subatomic, subtle level, which is cool and all. But since we're actually going to do something with this vibrational exercise, this is going to have very extraordinary effects because this is the strongest full moon that we've had so far for the past 24 months and this year. Right, hands go into another dimension. So what this is preparing to do is to prepare you for the influence of galactic and extra dimensional beings that have always interacted with you and exist beyond this third dimensional plane. But now that you have self-realized your supernatural self and abilities, you're going to be interfacing with these beings as you interface with physical beings. And many of you already do this, so you're going to do this at a much deeper level. And so here's the thing. You're looking at me as at a focal point. And what we're going to do is we're going to connect our energy together just with an intent. At some point, we're going to connect our mind and think about one thought. That one thought's going to connect all our energy with me as a focal point. And what that's going to do is instead of taking all the energy in this room that's kind of just kinetic or chaotic, which is not a bad, it's chaotic, but moving, it's going to focus it. And now we have this, it's that right now, but we're going to focus on a specific thought. And then the Leos are going to set the intention to spark this bitch up. And really just like all you have to do in your own way is to just set the intention, whether as a thought or to say it, to start the charge. All the fire signs will do that. And then Aquarius is going to have the thought to in your own way to manifest the electricity. And so we're all going to do this, but y'all specifically are going to do this. And this is an intention-based exercise utilizing the focused thought, using me as a grounded focal point to actually simulate this charge. What's going to happen is collectively, now if you think of these collective mechanics, Uranus is the universal mind, the causal realm that connects all our minds together. The reason why you can think about someone texting you before they text, because physically everything's separate, but causally it's all non-local. So that thought doesn't have any distance from someone thinking about you. It's all connected. And then the astral realm is the experience of your imagination with the causal realm connecting the astral and this physical realm. So this thought is all of us collectively becoming Power Rangers. It's Mighty Morphin time, it's charging time. And we're going to manifest this collective energy. And once we end the broadcast stream, that collective energy is going to manifest as a lightning bolt that will charge you individually. Leo is a social energy, but Uranus is individual. So we're about to break the internet. Now, as you're listening to me, I'm charging this energy more and more. I can start to feel a huge buzz because we have a lot of powerful electrical energy. And someone's doing some crazy magic right now. The cool thing is any negative intent that people might also be doing, we did the non-consent ritual. So this actually works in our favor. So you're totally safe here. No one's doing any evil or crazy stuff. It doesn't even work like that because the energy is so volatile. If you have impure intent, it's going to work against you. So be very mindful because there's going to be a few results. There's going to be a few effects. Okay. As I'm speaking, if you start to feel the energy buzz, the more people join, the more exponential this magic is. And the more intense things will be buzzing because of the more people that show up, that's Jupiter Aquarius. And then that's going to square me in Taurus, and you're going to feel more of that intensity. This shit is lit. I'm not going to lie. This is supernatural what we're doing right now because of our God cells are getting ready to activate. So Haley said, yo, this shit works. And the only reason why this is working as powerful as it's working is because of YOU. And for those of you who feel this energy very sensitively, you're super, super, super psychic. If you don't feel the energy, you're psychic. You just have a different modality. But for people who feel sensitively, that's an indicator of heightened sensitivity. And heightened sensitivity is an indicator of super psychic potential. And you have collective energy. And if you are feeling this, please pay attention because this message is for you. Okay. Yes, you can smoke, MJ. This is the perfect time to get lit and relax. So here's the thing, because I got the Ace of Wands. I'm going to pull 3 tarot cards. Okay. I got the Ace of Wands, and this is a spark, a charge. Oh, nice. It's lit. This is a spark. So don't worry. For those who don't have weed, this is weed. this is the charge for you. So here's the thing. Once again, right now, 457 plus people are looking at me as a focal point. And then you also have everybody in the live chat interacting. Everyone in the live chat interacting, everyone watching me is a collective energy. It is a collective energy. This is some of the most supernatural dynamics that modern technology has allowed for us to finally incorporate. This is why a lot of souls and advanced souls chose this time to incarnate so that much of this acceleration could be facilitated. And what this signifies is the exponential quality, Aquarius, of all this collective energy multiplying and compounding on itself is creating a crystallized currency just by being here. Now you're all focusing on me. My rising is in Taurus, and this is the Uranus square. Everything that you're hearing, I want you to focus on an intent coming into the next 2 weeks, well, 2 months, but also 2 weeks into the new moon that you want to charge into. What are you going to intend? What is your God self? Because Aquarius is the third heaven that houses God. Aquariuses are the gods of the zodiac. You have Sagittarius, that's like the creator god, right? The avatar gods, and Capricorn, that's like the director goddesses or the directors, right? And then you have the actual sky father, Uranus, Aquarius. And then you have the goddesses, Pisces. These are the two ascended masters. In that you have the god and goddess in a cosmic astral sense as actual realms, right? The universal mind, in that everything is mental. And this Aquarius new moon is a new narrative that's going to step you into the awareness of your God self. Aqua risings are championing this. Aqua suns are powering this. Aqua moons feel this. You better respect the aquas around you, because they're definitely going to set the tone for the narrative, for better or worse. And you also have Aquarius in your chart. This is where you're going to access this God self. And I hate to say God self because that is very misleading, but this is the best way I can like conceptualize that with my limited vocabulary. And what you want to do is be still and know I am God. And so let me break that down. Be still and know Aquarius, Aries. Be still and know Aquarius, I am Aries, you. Okay. And this is knowing, this is bridging the knowing through Aquarius into Aries. And this is what this charge for Moon in Leo is going to bring into the new moon in Aquarius. Now, if you think about this God aspect, the higher mind, you have a lower mind and you have a lower self. You have a higher mind and you have a higher self. You're bridging the higher mind with your lower mind, hypothetically. And so this higher mind and higher self is charging through your physical vessel. And over the next week, you're going to feel more energy come in as you'll be harnessing more cosmic energy through you. It's electric. It's also supernatural. And so the ascension symptoms you'll go through may stress your critical minds that will not be able to process at first the supernatural nature of what you're experiencing, considering this is a brand new conscious evolution and you are the forerunner of an experience that human beings before you haven't had before the cycle reset on itself. And so once we start this new narrative, it's as your fully self-realized God self. Now, what was this God self that you awakened? Because Venus right now is on Pluto. It's not a coincidence we had 9 degrees Jupiter, 9 degrees Sun, opposite 9 degrees Leo, with Venus 25 conjunct 25 Pluto. This is an awakening of the heart collectively that is ascending you to the highest knowledge of yourself. Many of you are releasing the old human modalities and you're stepping into the God modalities. This new moon in Aquarius is entering you into the new age of Aquarius. We're preparing you for Pluto in Aquarius. Why? Because we are entering into the new age of gods, or the new age of God. The return of the gods are here. This is why a majority of people on the planet have Pluto in Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Capricorn. They far outnumber Pluto in the socials. Okay? This is the inner God awakening. We are bringing in the new age of the gods, which means you have your own unique apotheosis And so this full moon, yes, Archangel said, been waiting my whole life. Yes. Remember, as much as people deify or stick with the whole God thing, God is just the title. You have a human self, you have a God self. So people are just like, I'm God, I'm God, I'm God. Okay, nigga, God, what? Are you the God of sex? Are you the God of love? Are you the God of death? Are you God Derek or God Ricky? God merely speaks to the self-realized, fully awakened facet of you. Kind of like when Lee opens up the gates. There's nothing wrong with a human experience. Y'all came down here to be human, to cry, to get hurt, to laugh, but you also have a God self. Monica said, I'm the God of me. There we go. And so this has been a long, arduous process, barring on the DNA coding of your ancestors who had to go through their karma just for you to be where you are, to where you are leading the vanguard generationally. And if you're watching this, and you are stepping into your God self. The science of this is, well, you're watching this on a cellular phone device or a computer, which has a circuit board. And Capricorn, the new moon that we had, conjunct Pluto, awakened the seeds that sowed the circuit board, the God circuit board, the self-realized, awakened God circuit board that you have completely finished. It took you at least 10 years because Pluto had to go into Capricorn and excavate the materials. You had to go through your dark night of the soul. You had to channel so much. You had to really transform. And then 2 years ago, Saturn went into Capricorn, started putting the circuit board together. The shit was arduous, very rigorous. Like it took your whole life. And then Jupiter came through, polished it, boom, 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 boom. Now we're at 2021. And now you finished the circuit board. And then you had the new moon in Capricorn, which is the fully finished car out the shop. If the car is your superpowers, your car out the shop now. Your car out the shop. You beta tested it 2020 when Mars, you know what I'm saying, came through. And a lot of you, Get Woke said 100% you call my last 10 years. A lot of you had to go through the pain you went through because you had to express and purge it. And some of you are still attached. It's over. You're done. Actually, I hope you understand this next decade is only going to be miserable for people who don't know themselves because they're going to be used as puppets by elite and narrative that defines who they are. This is the revolution of the individual, Uranus and Taurus, against that collective narrative that you want to work for you, not to suppress you. Okay, so new moon in Capricorn came through. All right. You created from Sagittarius season the circuit board. You made it physical. And now what's next? You need to power that. And so for 2 weeks, since 2 weeks ago, we had that first quarter square in Taurus. And what did you do? Now that you've created this self-realization and physiological mind, body, soul connection, you grounded it with the 0 degree Aquarius of electricity and 0 degrees of Taurus with Uranus grounding that electricity so that you don't plug it in and then the reason why the things don't blow up is because of the proper grounding and the resistance that's set in place. That was that first quarter square. And then a week ago, we had to integrate that from that grounding. Boom. Now we went from manifesting the circuit board to full moon Leo, connecting it into the plug with the sun in Aquarius. Doo, 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 whoosh, evolution of your higher mind. And now you're, for the next week, going to be harvesting that. So this is not for no reason. In a week from now, the moon is going to be in Scorpio. And that is now, with all this extra energy you've charged, going to transform you. And from moon in Scorpio to the new moon in Aquarius, you're clearing the field. and getting ready to start the new narrative with your new God self, which means you may not have it perfected. You don't have to have it all figured out. You're just going to start anew. That means everything's happening now, literally now, because Venus is conjunct Pluto now. And Saturn isn't that much behind. And with Moon quincunxing Neptune, and with 555 plus people, this energy is lit. So this is where now the fact that you're here is going to hyper accelerate this process, and you're going to have an electric epiphany. I'm going to pull one card now to allude to this. This is the ritual. You ready, guys? I want all of you to feel as if we're connecting, because we are. We're all connected already. So I want all of you to think of all of us together partying in a room. How does that make you feel? That's awesome. The Hangman is transformation of personality. This is Neptune. This is prophetic powers. So this is pretty interesting. That's the first card. Coming into Moon in Scorpio, you're going to sense a transformation. So I want all of you to we're now going to travel to the causal realm, okay? We're going to travel with our imaginations, and I want you to meet me in a realm where we're all partying. This is now our manifestation room. I want you to imagine Leo King on the DJ, awesome party. Dolo's there, Astro Phoenix is there, everyone is there. We chilling. We're all in our God selves. We're all thriving. What does it look like? What does it feel like? Boom. Right now, with me as a focal point, like, you don't have to look at me, but because this is on this platform, we're now connected with a thought. I want you to hold that thought, because thinking is just the air, but sustained thought and focus, that's Aquarius. Libra is the action of focus, but the actual sustained thought is Aquarius. You know why that's the truth? What does sustained thought manifest? Imagination. Pisces, manifested by Aquarius. Bam! Bam! Sorry, I got carried away. So I want you to sustain that thought. Boom. See it. You are a universe unto yourself, so you cannot be compared. The only thing you can be compared to is the previous or future versions of you. So awakening to your God self is being able to recognize the God within, or that is other people, as another aspect of you, where you're not better or worse than another person. You are distinct from another person, and that both of you can rise up to your higher selves and be equal while still being different and distinct. So this is where God complexes play off in two ways. A projected way, where you feel like because you're in your God self, you feel better than other people. But that's a contradiction, because in your God self, you tap into the connectivity of other people. If I look down at you, I'm looking down on myself. Logically, that is not an expression of God, especially if you think about the ignorance that causes you to not see the different aspect of yourself. And reflexively, you standing in your own confidence, causing someone else to feel inferior because they feel that you think you're better than them, is another version of this, where all they need to do is, as you hold space, rise to their level of confidence. So it's not that you think you're better. They need to stop lowering themselves and see, this hold the strength that they have. And so this is where You're getting ready to start the new narrative to connect with this aspect of the people who you came into this life with. Be very mindful though, because some of you might be very jarred by the seemingly super weird aspects of this that are not necessarily colloquial with postmodern traditional social norm. In other words, it may be freaky and weird, especially sexually. Some of you may be into very super weird sexual fetishes right now. You need to literally, Taurus, own that shit, and don't feel shame. Don't the only like regulate it, manage it, but be a little fish tarded with it coming into Pisces season, because you don't want to lose sight of the focus of this. If this was in Libra, if this was in Virgo, if this was in social signs, then we would have to be proper with this. But it's not. Like, be freaky, like really enjoy this, because the square element can have you lose the strength if you do not own your own self. This is why Jupiter in Scorpio 2018 taught us to embrace our insecurities so that we can own our weirdness, which is supernatural. It's the most unique part of you, but I like to say uniquest because it's cooler. So other than that, this is it. I want you to sustain this vision, all right, and imagination of all of us partying. And so now that we're all connected, I want you to imagine all of our collective energy being a cellular phone, and a magical plug being plugged into a socket, and that cellular phone quickly charging. Because Jupiter's on the sun, it goes from 0 to if it was just sun, it'd be like it would still charge very fast. But because we have Saturn and Jupiter, so I want you to envision that. This is some 6G right now. I can visibly, I don't know what to say visibly, I could tangibly feel and sense this energy being more intense. So y'all are doing a fascinating job. By the way, the Hangman is saying surrender. Surrender to the manifestation of this wealth and abundance. Yeah, I'm feeling the instant change. Okay, so what we're doing is we're prepping the collective energy so that once we end the broadcast, this will manifest to you as lightning. Okay, and begin the charging, or extradite and extra dimensionally accelerate the charging process, because we collectively set the intention. This is how extraordinary we are. So now that we've envisioned that, while collectively we're envisioning this, okay, we're dancing and we're charging this phone, right? Every one of you who has Leo, I don't have any Leo energy. I'm my South Node, so I'm literally anchoring that. But any of you that has Sun Leo, Moon Leo, Mercury Leo, I want you to now take your Leo sauce energy, and I want you to be the charger. Envision your Leo energy fueling the collective. Scorpio, y'all can do this too. If you have Aries, if you have Sagittarius, pulling that fire. I'm already starting to feel the energy burn. This is crazy. Okay, so if you have Aquarius energy, Capricorn, you can direct it to. If you have Aquarius energy, Pisces, you can sustain the imagination. But if you have Aquarius energy, I want you to draw in that and now envision lightning strikes hitting everybody, but also cultivating that. I don't know how to say it, to be honest, but like turn it into electricity, and boom. Now, Scorpio, I don't even know what to tell you, but do that juju that y'all do. Now that Leo's doing their thing, Aquarius doing their thing, Scorpio, do that juju that y'all do. There's no Scorpio energy in the stars, so y'all are very extra rare right now. And thank you for being here. I just want to say that line because it was in Suicide Squad. White people that shit, but Scorpio that shit. Okay, Scorpio that shit. Add the juju into it. Boom. Okay, now let's get magical. Geminis, I want you to start saying magic spells that you create. You have full creative control. I want you to start saying magic spells. Okay, anything that collectively will add and buffer. All right, Virgo. I was gonna say I want you to start doing feng shui, but do what you feel you need to do. Pisces, Virgo, you kind of just being here is the magic. Like y'all have a more passive mutant magic. It kind of just happened. You kind of hear it, and passive meat, which is actually really that's super dope. Um, so do what y'all want. Sagittarius, please, I want you to envision the highest light. And Aries, you doing a spark. Cancer, you could definitely chill. Yeah, boom. All right, so while that's happening, I'm going to pull another card. A new feel. A new feel. Nice. So we got a new feel. The oops. Emperor, of course, is a masculine power. Page of Cups is new feelings, new intuitive abilities. So new prophetic power. The Hangman is prophetic power. Your personality is going to be transforming because you're transforming into your God self. It's Odin sacrificing yourself to Odin. And so you surrender to the new feeling. You're going to be manifesting new psychic intuitive abilities following this ritual. And what you want to do is charge yourself by tapping into this new feeling where it will be intense moon Scorpio, and then you can release it coming into the new narrative. Okay. Some of you need a charge. Some of you are fresh out the shop. And Page of Cups could be a new love. So don't mistake in this new romance for the charge. Yep. I just split the deck and we got the Tower. So some of you are going to sexually charge your Kundalini energy. Like you're going to be minding your business, and after this broadcast, someone shoots their shot at you, or you're able to have sex miraculously, instantly. That is for sexual charge. And with Pluto and Venus, the act it does not have to specifically be physical intercourse, but you're going to be shocked through this. Okay. And I'm feeling that. Wizard, I feel you. All right, so for those of you who feel asexual, that's even a better sign. That's the detachment is the extreme sexual energy you might be cooling off of. So other than that, I want everyone to envision collectively lightning striking your crown and grounding through your feet. And you're taking the collective phone energy and you're charging it individually. I'm going to draw one more card, and then I'm going to end the broadcast, okay, and prepare for the magic. This next final card is the breakthrough tip to harnessing the God level higher mind self. Come on, son! Come on, son! Oh, no! Oh, no. Hold up. Oh, we not playing. We not playing. We not playing. Come on, son. Come on, son. These are real life spiritual gifts. Boy, the hangman coming into the star. This is Isis. So call on Isis. But other than that, this is your God self. This is Aquarius. This is the star. So do you know? Imagine we stepped into a society where you literally, you know what I'm saying? This is real, y'all. That's why I walked out. That's why I had to walk out. Like, this is real, y'all. The reason why this is kind of difficult to understand is we're stepping out of a dark age, religiously conformist, materialist, reductionist society that has made you only kind of focus on the physical. So you have a cosmic astral self, an astral body, and you have a causal self. And so you're bridging unseen aspects of yourself, and it can be very difficult to tap into. So you must know and believe that you are. Be still and know I am God. Know that you are the supreme being of the universe within you. Multiverse theory is real because there's a universe in everybody, and everyone is a world unto themselves, within a world, within worlds unto themselves, within a world, within worlds, within another world. So this is you tapping in to that aspect of you. Q, holla at me. Where we go when we go out. But other than that, um, the star is about hope. And as we reach closer to the new moon, you're going to come into more and more knowledge of this aspect of yourself. I feel very amazing about this. The star is also spiritual abilities. So following this, you're going to instantly come into new knowledge of new spiritual abilities. The spiritual abilities you've had your whole life, okay, are upgrading and evolving Neptune. So this is a sudden change and awakening. Okay, oh my gosh, hold on. The star is ruled by Aquarius. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. Uranus rules sudden change, enlightenment, and awakening. Charging time. Okay. You are a star, created to shine and be magnificent, to love and be loved, to be your own unique self. That's it. You have an ability that is unique unto yourself that no one else can do. The reason why everyone is tapping into, thank you, Harrison, their superpowers is because you need your superpowers to interact with your spirit team. And you need your superpowers in order to interact and become your God self. Not everyone transforms into a God self. Some of you are born already your God selves. Some of you don't become a God, but you have a connection to the God aspect as another aspect of you. Others of you, the God aspect is tangible. Everyone is different. You're going to come into the unique wisdom of that as soon as this broadcast is over. And so the star card, the hangman, is saying surrender to the process. Don't try and figure it out. Don't try and feel like you have to do something. Surrender. Let it unfold. The page of cups is saying, you know, maybe even drink a little, but get into your heart and tap into this new feeling. And the star card is saying, no, without a shadow of a doubt, that this higher aspect of yourself exists. Some of you already know the ability. So just surrender and know that this is what's tapping into. Others of you will know. So this is lit. This is super dope. New spiritual gifts. And so, other than that, I'm going to end the stream. And as I end the stream, this lightning bolt of epiphany will induce sudden change and awakening, activate and awaken the highest knowledge of your star being. Godspeed and peace.